This is a fun one. Nobody saw this one coming, I don't think.
No,
right?
I mean, I just think the story of the contrasting styles, like in the way that they were built. The Bengals are so old school, small scouting staff, and then the young coaching staff that stuck together through 3 years, and obviously a young quarterback, and a team that like legitimately looks like this could be the front end of something for them because there's so many young players. Then the other side, you've got the forward-thinking, big market Rams,
right,
who are all in. It's a fascinating matchup, and I honestly, like, I look at the quarterbacks, and I know that's always where we go.
Of course.
But Matthew Stafford's chance to alter his legacy here and to change the narrative on him and how we're going to look at those 13 years in Detroit differently if he wins this game.
Mm-hmm.
And then Joe Burrow, and this is going to sound like sacrilege, but I think the closest thing stylistically to Tom Brady we've seen since Brady was a young player.
What have I been saying to you guys here? I'm not crazy, but
you
that's
said that,
the
Rich?
Yes, and if Burrow wins it, right?
Yeah,
where he wins it in year 2 after a year 1 that for Brady, obviously Brady got the start because another was injured, and Burrow got his start because it was preordained as a first overall pick, but he's cut down due to injury. And then in year 2, if he wins it, including a playoff game against the Raiders, where there was an inadvertent whistle in this one, and we were talking about an officiating decision, right?
Yeah.
And then, but the ultimate thing is, for me, for the rest of our days, our children's days, and our grandchildren's days that we get to see, any kid that comes out of college and wins so quickly will be, can he catch Brady?
Yep.
That is going to be the conversation, and I think this is what Burrow has brought to the fore.
And we've already had that discussion on Mahomes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's what's so
last
interesting.
year for the Super Bowl. It's just like if he beats Brady, he's one step closer.
Right,
to
like
Tom.
if Mahomes had won last year, then that would have been 2 and 4 years, which matches Brady. He had 2 through 4 years also. I think it goes beyond that with Burrow, though. I don't think it's just the winning early. I can remember covering Brady as a young player, and it's stylistically there are similarities. The accuracy, the pocket movement. I just think it's the mindset. And like one of the things that people would always tell you about Brady, it's not that he gets better in the biggest moments. It's that when everything is, he's the same, just total flat line. And I see the exact same thing with Burrow. It's like when all hell's breaking loose around him, it's just he is like almost the bellwether for the entire team. And it spills over to the way they play defense. And no one ever feels like they're out of a game, down 21-3. He gets sacked 9 times, in Tennessee. It's nothing shakes him. And that's what, to me, like that's what's similar with Brady. And then, I mean, the 21 Bengals versus the 0-1 Patriots. The other thing is, you just kind of keep winning. Like it's almost like in certain games, it's not a great explanation for how it happened,
right?
But it keeps happening. And it just sort of like that Bengals team sort of has that feel that the 0-1 Patriots had. And look who they're playing in the Super Bowl.
The Rams.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And it's interesting too. The Brady that Burrow's been associated with the most so far is Joe Brady, because that was the guy at LSU who was helping him become the Joe Burrow we see today at LSU.
Yep.
With Coach O being the coach at LSU.
Yep.
Who gave him a shot at LSU.
We're gonna go there, right?
Well, I mean,
stop the clock at 11:06.
He's got a degree in the same place
I'm just talking about the facts of where he.
I graduated from the same school he did.
By.
Do you have the sound, Brockman, of do we have the sound somewhere of Joe Burrow saying it himself?
He's still a Buckeye. They said he's still a
Buckeye.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that.
We go down the list. I mean, Sam Hubbard plays for the Bengals. Von Bell plays for the Bengals. There are a lot of Buckeyes that are going to be out there on Sunday.
Very good.
I mean, Jordan Fuller, captain of the Rams, not going to play on Sunday, but also another Buckeye on the other team. Captains on both sides from Ohio State.
I saw the other day we had this conversation when you were on, when we talked about Harbaugh, and you retweeted, I'm not in charge of editing. I don't tell Sean Mitchell, who's fantastic at cutting up this show 50 million different ways on literally 5 minutes time. He's amazing. And you're like, but this guy edited it out on the floor, that we didn't talk about how many gold pants Joe has. All right.
3 sets. 3 sets of gold pants.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.